Hey, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process? High value VA disability claims, high value claims, PACT Act presumptive conditions. Let your boy know. When we go on, we talking for the next 30 minutes or so. Please don't wait till the end if you got any questions. I don't know how y'all like that wait until the end. I don't know why. But hey, here you go. Debo was having some technical difficulties for the last 4 minutes. But hey, I'm here. Y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process? Denied VA claims, active duty military. What's up, Soul Flan? What's Gucci with it, dog? Hey, appreciate your strife. Hey, appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a good Monday. Hey, appreciate y'all coming in. Y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process? High value VA claims, denied VA claims, 2023 year to vet. Yes, sir. All day, 100%, baby. 100% all around. Fuck out of here. Give me benefits. Questions, comments, concerns on the VA claims process. What's up, Ronnie? Motherfucker, Ronnie Coleman in here. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. What's up, dog? What's Gucci with it, man? Chilling, dog. Chilling. I'm like, chilling. It's Monday. Not too hot. It's a little humid, but hey, appreciate the fire, Soul Flam. Appreciate the fires. Hey, and as y'all coming in, by all means, y'all got any questions pertaining to yourself and the VA disability claims process, a friend, buddy, fellow vet, mom, dad, grandpa, whatever the case may be. Hey, 2023 year to vet. Stop being confused of the VA claims process. Get educated, baby. Let's get them benefits. Gotta take a sip. Gotta take a sip of a little water. Gotta get some of the water. Understand me? It is hot. It's not hot, but it's humid. You know what I'm talking about? I know what I'm talking about. But yeah. This time tomorrow or sometime tonight, my channel should be motherfucking fully monetized. Gucci killers. Gucci gang up. Motherfucking vets up, baby. There you go. So it's like 3 more hours to render into, I guess, YouTube's their monetization. Where the fuck? It just needs to refresh. Once it refreshes, game on like Donkey Kong. But hey, if you got any questions on the VA disability claims process, PACT Act presumptive conditions, Gulf War presumptive, let your boy know. Denied VA claims. Let's check out some PACT Actage, some PACT Act presumptives. I'm sure nothing has changed, but it's always a good thing. Check it out, see what's going on. Last we spoke. What was it? It was still nope. It still hasn't updated. Last we spoke. Top 3 reasons why VA are currently denying any PACT Act related claims. Number 1, due to a lack of diagnosis. So it doesn't matter if you have signs and symptoms of anything that's on the PACT Act. Allergic rhinitis, chronic sinusitis, bronchial asthma, high blood pressure, hypertension, any active cancers. If your medical evidence doesn't support, okay, it was caused by your service, as well as if you don't have a current diagnosis, the VA, they're going to deny you every time until you correct those issues with the decision letter in which they do send you. And 9 times out of 10, it's like 2 or 3 things that you're missing on that claim. If you were denied, and easy remedy, submit a fucking supplemental, take care of it. I always recommend submitting a supplemental with a personal statement to address each issue in which the VA denied you for. If it was one thing, okay, hey, y'all denied me January 1st, 2023 due to lack of diagnosis. Fast forward till now, July 31st, hey, I've been seeking, complaints, medical treatment, and I finally got a diagnosis for that claim in which y'all denied me for. Boom, 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 boom. Put in a supplemental. You more than likely, either the VAs, they're going to send you back to a C&P exam if they didn't already, or, okay, we got everything. The only thing we were missing was, the diagnosis. Let's get it to them. Oh, motherfucking Ronnie Coleman. Just got denied for GERD. VA decision letter said my GERD was caused by my obesity. Last year, physical was the first time in my life. BMI was 31. I was below 30. I had GERD for 20 years. Okay. So on that, is that the only reason? Fucking, and I'm sure the C&P examiner, that's what they opinioned. But that's a simple fix. I mean, if your medical evidence supports you've had GERD prior to any PACT Act, any fucking new correspondence, anything of that, and it was directly attributed to your active duty time period, I say higher level review. If you have substantial medical evidence, like for the last 20 years, you say you've been battling it for the last 20 years. If you got 20 years worth of medical evidence, Gucci killers, dog, Gucci killers. Definitely, because they probably just saw that. Okay, well, he's been, 29, 28. They're probably just looking at the BMI. Like I said, the VA, like some raters, they look for any reason to deny claims. So if they're seeing your BMI steadily increase, they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna attribute it to that. We're not gonna look at anything else. We seen that. Okay, motherfucker, Ronnie Coleman, he came in here. We're looking at his medical evidence at least for the last 5 years, and he's gone from 27%. Or 27% BMI, all the way up to 31 now. Nope, denied. And definitely, people like, nope, hey, I got 20 years worth of medical evidence. I got a diagnosis. I got, endoscopy. Endoscopy. Camera in your throat. Motherfucking throat gang out there. GERD gang, baby. I mean, it's an easy higher level review. That's the only thing that they deny you on. Yeah. Let me check this out. Yes, sir. Bro, they be playing games, dog. They be playing games. That's like, I don't want to keep bringing it up, for like my sleep apnea claim. They denied me back in 2018 due to lack of in-service complaints and incompetent personal statement. Oh, okay. Fast forward up until 2020, I'll say, requested my service treatment record, actually going through it, actually looking at it, not just, throwing it to my VSO or anyone, review it and whatever the fuck. Just going through it, line by line, page by page. Okay, I got substantial medical evidence on sleep issues, sleep disturbances, all this medical evidence, mainly spanning from my deployment history and then into like current, post-deployment, where when I was stationed in Europe. A lot of signs and symptoms of sleep apnea. Just sleep apnea alone. Not, insomnia or anything else crazy like that. But I had a lot of signs and symptoms, early signs of sleep apnea. It was mainly due to, smoking, fatigue, lack of a proficient, not proficient. I pretty much wasn't sleeping, like a regular human. I was getting like maybe 2-3 hours a night. And then, in between that, I was eating unhealthy as hell. I mean, I still look like a war fighter. But, all that contributes to it. Slowly my BMI was increasing while I was in the military, but it was still within a manageable, I was still, 300 PFT, 300 CFT, until I hit fucking Virginia, and then that humidity hits your boy with real life. But, I was still, the obesity factor didn't contribute to it until post-service. The VA, they were looking for something. Okay, well, here you go, fucking. Definitely, when I went out and I got a nexus letter for sleep apnea. I know I had a lot of medical evidence that supported it. Had a diagnosis within 6 months post-military. My personal statement, active duty military, they're still serving. I got buddy statements from them. I printed off and attached all of my complaints of sleep issues. Pardon me, for my active duty time. Yeah, that would be a problem, dog. Yeah, yes, sir. So flam, yes, sir. Yeah, I was like two to three a month, though. It was like two to three a day. Normally like Monday through Friday, and if we didn't have any bullshit on the weekends, I'd be hooking and jiving. Definitely when I was in Europe, because it's like general. Like we had 2-star motherfucking turkey man up there. And, I want this, I want that. I'm like, okay. And then, shit just rolls downhill with requests. So instead of doing one thing, you end up doing fucking 30 things. And you can't sleep because you got some hungry ass staff non-commissioned officer, some officer who trying to get promoted or, trying to get that next medal. They're like, hey, dog, you got to work, dog. Devo, work. Go get some fucking Starbucks. Bring your ass back and work. I'm like, good to go. Good to go, Gunny. So, hey, and definitely put all that in a personal statement. Put all of it. As small as you think something might be, it can be powerful in your personal statement. Like, it can move mountains, baby. It can move mountains. It could take you from fucking 10% like your boy to 100%. Dabbing on a permanent total. Where the benefits at, dog? Where the fucking benefits at? And that's what we do. 2023 year events. That is what we are doing. And we trying to get everyone. You following me, you getting 100% permanent total. Fuck out of here with the bullshit. Hey, and as y'all coming in, by all means, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process, high value VA claims, denied VA claims, PACT Act presumptives, secondary, and active duty military. Never forgotten. If you got any questions on the benefits delivery at discharge, let your boy know. We can talk through it. Take a sip. M.E. What's up, dog? Emmy, I think you're doing that on purpose. I think you don't want to spell GERD right. GERD. Got my GERD. Appreciate you joining. Come on, dog. Got my diagnosis. I got diagnosed with GERD by my VA and private doctor with symptoms of acid reflux, heartburn, cheese. I did not do any tests. Would that work for VA disability? Yeah, 100%. If you got a diagnosis, Gucci killers. A lot of veterans, a lot of individuals, they got to go through complaints, medication, and then to endoscopy, camera in your throat. To be at that point, then they're determined, okay, the doctor's like, I still don't think it's GERD, but then at that point, at an endoscopy, you should get GERD. But if you get diagnosed with GERD prior to any of that, just depending on your complaints, how those doctors are assessing you, 100%, that's all you would need for a claim. If they're really working with you, I would go as far as asking those doctors to see, hey, I'm going to put in a claim for this since you finally diagnosed me with GERD. Can you please provide me with a disability benefits questionnaire? And or if it's your first time, definitely an IMO or a Nexus letter, infamous Nexus letter. So it's going to prevent you from going out and paying, an arm, your leg, your first child, your grandma for some of these letters. But that should be enough. Motherfucker Ronnie, how, where, when do I add personal statement? I would say how. You can add your personal statement. Hopefully you're working with a veteran service officer. If not, you can always, if you're doing everything solely by yourself, prior to you hitting submit, you need to upload all your medical evidence specific for that claim anyways. So the way I did all my claims is if I'm doing something for GERD, my personal statement is on the front. My diagnosis is next. All my medical evidence. If I got any buddy statements, they're going right underneath my personal statement. But my personal statement is it's like the cover page. Like if you're gonna fax something, you know what I mean? I didn't fax. I did all my shit digital. But you want organization in all of your claims. Each claim has its own life. You want to give it enough life to once it gets to the VA, to slap that motherfucker in the head. You know what I'm talking about? So personal statement, bold the disability in which you're filing for, direct, secondary, increase, PACT Act presumptive, doesn't matter. Oh yeah, no problem. Motherfucker, Ronnie, call me. Oh shit, yeah, buddy. Yeah, definitely you want to put it on your personal statement, bold it, fucking let it stand out. And then after that, I would recommend talking about any signs and symptoms associated with the disability from the CFR 38, as well as on a DBQ that they're going to be looking at and evaluating you on anyway. And then outside of that, any other signs that you feel that you want to bring up, by all means, put it on that personal statement. After that, you want to go into the meat and potatoes. If it's a direct claim, talk about the incident or multiple incidents or events in which led to that injury or diagnosis or disability from your active duty time onward through post that injury, post service, how you're dealing with it. And there's specific disabilities in which you got to capture personal and work impacts. You definitely need to capture that on things like mental health claims, migraine claims. It's a few other ones, but you definitely want to capture that in a personal statement. And at least for those that go into take in consideration your personal impacts, and then your professional impacts, Get spouse, friend, or family to write you a statement, and then coworker or supervisor. I personally always went the supervisor route because it holds more weight over coworker that might have your back, not so much over a supervisor who can give two shits about you. Definitely you want to get you boy. No problem, motherfucker. Ronnie, call me Joy Last. What's up, dog? Is IBS presumptive under PACT Act in Afghanistan? Oh, me. Yes and no. They're still process like some VA raters or claim specialists, depending on if they're new or not, they may lump you under PACT Act presumptives. But if you serve, usually if you serve within, you got deployment, Iraq, Afghanistan, motherfucking, Djibouti, it should be Gulf War presumptive condition. But always Gulf War or Terra, toxic exposure, some shit. Fuck Terra. They may classify it as just Terra, even though you are concerned. You are identified as a Gulf War veteran, but it just depends on where you're at and which claim specialist it gets to. Like if it's a seasoned claim specialist, they're gonna process it normally. If it's a new one who just got hired, oh shit, it's PACT Act. But definitely want to check on that. Oh fucking Mark got 0% for carpal tunnel deferred letter after what? Let's check it out. Got deferred. Waiting on you, Mike. Hey, and as always, as y'all coming in, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process? Denied VA claims. Let me see that. Did something come in? What does deferred mean? Deferred just means that the VA, they either need to schedule you in for a new C&P exam or obtain further medical evidence or verification. At least when I was in the claims process, I had my IBS and GERD, and I had my plantar fasciitis and pes planus deferred because I guess the VA were processing both of those claims together. And then they had sent a request to the VA, to the Marine Corps to verify my deployment history for the IBS and GERD. So that's what that's what I was telling Mike. Was it Mike? Let me see if it was Mike. Who is it? Mike? No, it was Joy Last. At least for the IBS. Like when I filed for IBS and GERD, the VA still classified it as, they processed it as a PACT Act, but when it was finalized as a Terra. So you definitely, it just depends on what rater and what claim specialist is getting a hold of that claim and how they're pushing it to be processed. What did the rest of that letter say, Mark? And what were you trying to get for carpal tunnel? And what's your, your specific, pardon me, your specific diagnosis? Because there's multiple, there's multiple carpal tunnel diagnosis, whole hand, fingers, digits, where exactly is your carpal tunnel? But just general carpal tunnel, it's going to be 10, 20, and 30. If you have any specific injuries in any joints, any joints in your hand that specifically has issues with carpal tunnel, definitely that'll be a secondary or a direct claim depending on how your medical evidence is structured. But yeah, Next question. Oh, appreciate the thumb. Joy Last, appreciate the thumb. I appreciate a thumb on the video too. Appreciate your stripes. Me. Hey, as y'all coming in, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process? ME. I have a C&P exam, migraines, secondary to tinnitus. In DBQ, it states, describe the history of your migraines. My VA doc says it started in my 20s. And my nexus letter said it started when I was in service at 19. Do I have to Okay, do I have to include my history or just say it started in service? I would say if it started in service and all your medical evidence supports it being started in service, leave it at that. Leave it at that. It's a secondary claim. So you don't need to build a bridge back to your active duty time. If like whenever you were diagnosed with tinnitus, or post, prior to it, if you was to experience migraines, prior to a diagnosis of tinnitus, but you were still experiencing it, that's what you want to talk about. You don't want to talk about, fucking 7 years ago, and then they're gonna be like, okay, maybe you had migraines prior to getting into the military, and then you don't want to say anything related to pre-service unless you're trying to do a pre-service aggravation claim. That's different. But you're doing a secondary claim on top of tinnitus. So you definitely want to start with the causation. Motherfucking Ronnie Coleman. Hopefully answers your question. M.E. Ronnie Coleman. Got a bounce. Thank you for the. Oh, yes, sir. Appreciate your strife. Thank you. And keep up the pumping out the great content. We appreciate it. Oh, appreciate the strife, Ronnie. Motherfucker, stay swole, dog. Yeah, buddy. Motherfucking Mark. My wrist is affecting my fingers and part of my thumb. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so when you submitted that claim, did you submit like just a general carpal tunnel, or did you file specifically for like your digits, your thumb and your fingers being affected by your wrist? And do you have separate diagnosis for like fingers, digits, any issues like that? Because I don't know if it's carpal tunnel or just nerve damage. Like you just definitely want to go and talk to your doctor, get assessed, get specifics. Like I got this injury, well, I don't know if you can see it. Can't see it, as small as this was a stab wound, but I can't fully extend my pinky. Then that shit hurts. So definitely you want to get specifics on it. Like this one. I mean, that's still like, we all fucked up. Got the disability benefits. 2023 year of vet. General. Okay. And on the decision letter, they should have gave you a reason why they gave you 0%, as well as another reason why, you could have gotten, 20 or 30% for it, or specific details, but, due to the lack of this medical evidence. And if you had that medical evidence in there that the VA is saying that you didn't have, I would recommend doing a higher level review. Like, hey, you don't lose anything by doing a higher level review. You already got service connected. But okay, all my evidence points to at least 20%, and this motherfucking VA rater is lowballing me with a 0%. What am I gonna do with 0%, baby? Definitely. But if you don't want to be, in the appeals process, a higher level review is definitely a lot faster than any BBA type of court. That's the next step after you've been denied at a higher level review. If you don't want to be in that process for a long time, definitely recommend, okay, whatever the issue was, you can always submit a supplemental, or no, not a supplemental, you want to submit an increase. If you supply the VA with sufficient medical evidence for an increase within a year of getting that rating, it'll still be backpaid. You'll still maintain that effective date. So if you went from 0 to 20 or 30%, if you submit a request for an increase, or the increase is you requesting for an increase because you don't agree with what the VA gave you. Okay, or why not? It's like, well, this VA rater didn't read all this information that supported 30%, as well as secondaries to my digits, my thumb, fucking my middle finger. I can't flick people off on the highway anymore. But hey, all that medical evidence is in there. You know what I'm talking about? Definitely want to, pick it apart. Just like motherfucking CSI Miami, motherfucking goddamn, motherfucking SWAT. Come on, we gotta get motherfucking tactical with it. You understand me? No problem, Mark, no problem, ME, thank you, Dr. VA Info. Appreciate your strife, dog, appreciate your strife. And hey, as y'all coming in, by all means, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process, denied VA claims, high value VA claims, motherfucking peasants, or on the rise, outside, PACT Act presumptive conditions, anything at all. Oh, motherfucking orgasm. What's up? Will they request a C&P exam? For my cancer claim, if I had cancer removed 3 years ago. Okay, so for cancers, they shouldn't be requesting a C&P exam unless you have, unless you're active, it's not active anymore, but while you are active with cancer, the VA, they should be assessing you either through your private or through the VA. You're going in, for like lung cancer. If that lung cancer developed into something else or it caused something else, you can definitely secondary things on top of the lung, on the cancer or the residuals, if that makes sense. But they shouldn't just be reevaluating you. Unless that cancer if your cancer is active again, definitely you want to put in that claim, start the process up and stuff. I'm not sure it should be quick, relatively quick if you do have an active cancer. I hope that answer your question. I'm trying to hit all the bases. Yeah, let me know if I got you, motherfucker. In orgasm. Oh, what's up, motherfucker? Steven? Stay Gucci with it, yes, sir. We gotta stay Gucci on this Monday, motherfucking afternoon. About to be cook time in a minute. Oh, hey, want to appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all supporting me, watching the videos, leaving comments, likes. Each one teach one, helping out motherfucking sweet tea. Yes, sir, sweet tea and whiskey is the way to go. This is the way, baby. This is the way. But yeah, you got any questions on the VA disability claims process, let me know. Appreciate the strife. Dropping my questions, comments, concerns. Let's go. Hit him with the motherfucker Emmy. I wrote a Nexus for my sciatica cervical doctor. Also have lumbosacral Nexus letter. Okay. Should I have 2 separate Nexus letters? One for cervical strain and one for lumbosacral strain. Doctor is pain doctor. MD, not orthopedics doctor. Doesn't matter. No, I mean, as long as they're a doctor is good. Because more than likely, if you're called in for a compensation and pension exam, more than likely that doctor is either going to be, a little specialist or PA. So, your doctor being an actual, MD, where they at though, it's going to look a lot better when compared to just, some PA or some specialist. And if they're going to be generating you a Nexus letter, you should definitely recommend that they fill out a DBQ as well. Then, motherfucking disability benefits questionnaire. Because when you submit that claim with all that diagnosis, DBQ, Nexus letter / IMO, in that Nexus letter, you want to have that doctor, pretty much say, hey, I reviewed your service treatment record as well as the records that I've been, treating this veteran for. And more than likely, this disability has started due to their military service. That was the onset. But you definitely want to have them put the blurb that they've reviewed your service treatment record. Because if not, the VA, they can look at it. Okay, well, we still need to send me to a fucking C&P exam because his doctor forgot that little word to put that in, to put that inside of the Nexus letter. So you definitely, that's the main foundation of the Nexus letter, is putting that statement is they reviewed your service treatment record, your current medical treatment record, and they've assessed and evaluated you and attributed that disability having its onset due to your military service, or more than likely all that fucking that we're verbiage and shit. But yeah, definitely 100%, baby, 100%. Roll to 100% PNT. Adopt Debo. Motherfucking Even Stevens. Have anyone used ChatGPT for their claim letters? No. I mean, I thought about it, but I was like, nah, I ain't about to. This is one more thing I gotta figure out. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, no problem, Emmy. No problem, dog. Anything for my fellow veteran. Yeah, I thought about that. I had a buddy of mine. He was talking about, you could do scripts and shit with ChatGPT, and then I've seen that floating around for like personal statements, Nexus letters, and shit like that. But I was like, okay, well, veterans don't really need to use it for Nexus letters. Maybe for personal statements. Especially if you're not like the best with words, like if you're not good with your words, or it's been a couple of years since you've been out of school, whatever fuck. We all get rusty and shit. Definitely, I mean, it could be a way to go, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's like if the VA passes our personal statements. I doubt they do, but you want to rule out the opportunity. Oh, this motherfucker plagiarizing, copy and pasting this shit. What the fuck? Denied. Actually, take away all his benefits. So I mean, I'm not too sure about the Chat GBT and AI bullshit. But it gets there. It gets there. It gets there. If it gets you to 100% and you know how the Chat GBT works, power to you. I don't know shit about Chat B. Man, I almost thought about it, but I was like, yeah, it's too much. Too much of it. Too much to be, looking into. Now I gotta learn about LLCs and motherfucking C Corp, B Corp, motherfucking D Bo Corp. Questions, comments, concerns on the VA disability claim process. Anything else? Denied VA claims, trying to increase. You had 94%, can't get that motherfucker. Can't get that 100% PNT. And yeah, hey, as y'all coming in, as y'all on your road to 100% permanent total, make sure you have static disabilities. Every so often, go in, have the VA. If you have a permanent disability, it should be permanent. Make sure the VA is classifying it as permanent. Because once you get to 100%, you may not be permanent total. You may just be, just 100%. You're like, what the fuck? Where's my PNT status? Because, I mean, it's not a great difference, but there is a difference in benefits. Just being regular 100% and then, 100% permanent and motherfucking total. And all of your disabilities need to be considered permanent in order to get the PNT. Motherfucking Everett. Hey, yo! What's up, dog? I have an intent to file in since April. Okay. For an asthma claim in the making. Yes, sir. I want to claim OSA secondary to sinusitis. Will the claim absorb the intent to file? So, what you want to do, hopefully, I mean, it shouldn't absorb it. However, there could, I mean, okay, so are you submitting a direct service claim for asthma? Or what? And do you have a diagnosis? Do you have a diagnosis for asthma as well as for sinusitis? First question. We can answer that one. Oh. PACT Act and diagnosed for both. Okay, Gucci. Motherfucker. Killers, dog. Yes, sir. So, I mean, it should be good. I've been seeing like the VA, they've been rolling some of these sinus issues is different from asthma. And there, in medical literature, but whatever, But some VA raters, they may, roll those two together, which could hurt an OSA claim. You could definitely start the intent to file for OSA secondary to sinusitis. But definitely, you want to make sure that those two don't get rolled. I'm just throwing out, the furthest thing that the VA can do, to fucking, fuck you over on that claim. So you're already service connected for sinusitis. You got a pending asthma claim right now. Now you want to submit another claim for OSA sleep apnea. You want a secondary to to sinusitis. Let's say you put in all these claims. They're both pending, and whatever the case may be, whenever the VA comes back, the VA, they can be like, okay, we're going to service connect you for asthma, but we're going to roll it with sinusitis. I'm just thinking, wow. I've seen a few veterans, they get rolled together. They get sinusitis, rhinitis, and asthma all rolled together because either they don't have separate diagnosis for each one, or their medical evidence can't show a clear separation between each disability. And if your disabilities can't be distinguished from one another, then they're gonna be like, okay, well, if it's sinusitis is more off worse than it's rhinitis, we'll give him 40%. Roll it in. As well, okay, he has asthma. If his asthma's at its worst, okay, we'll put all three together and put it at 60%. But if all three don't contribute towards sleep apnea, they could deny you. So definitely, just keep that intent to file open for your expected sleep apnea claim, definitely, I've seen asthma and OSA rolled together. Yeah, that too. That as well. So, there's different avenues the VA can take to motherfucking, make you into a puppet, forearm deep, if you know what I mean. So you definitely want to put yourself in the best position. Definitely have that intent to file open. And then once the claim for asthma finalizes, you got a decision in the mail, as well as it's clear on va.gov e-benefits. Then at that point, I would say put in your claim for sleep apnea. You got a year to submit it, so there ain't no rush for it. Now I'm talking about if everything's good and Gucci, that's back pay. Back pay, get your boy motherfucking adopt Debo. You understand me? Motherfucking ME. I'm taking over 34 medications. They have minimal impact in my symptoms. What is a good response to? Oh shit. Fuck that up. What is a good response to the C&P if they ask, why am I not getting better with all the medication which are causing me GERD? Doctor. I was like, well, it's not my fault that the medication is not working. And due to you taking all the medication, that's causing GERD. It was like, okay, I'm taking all this fucking medication. I've been asking for some alternatives, little sticky leaves. I don't know if you have or not. I don't fucking know, but just saying. It's not your fault that you have these disabilities. As well as it's not your fault if your disabilities are causing a secondary condition. So it's like, hey, it's not my fault. I'm service connected. I got all these medications for all these disabilities. From pain to GERD to the motherfucking, my IBS be fucking through the roof, up the back. I'm talking about. Come on, get your boy. Hold on. Where's my? Okay. Why did it just darken? But definitely want to take care of that. Let me brighten that up a little bit. Yeah, hopefully that answers your question. I mean, just to go in there, like, hey, it's not my fault. I've been taking my medication religiously because, obviously I have all these disabilities. And all this medication for these service-connected disabilities is causing GERD. Simple as that. You know what I'm talking about? Come on. Slap that motherfucking C&P examiner upside his head, too. Motherfucking Mike Vibes. What's up, dog? I had to complain about gastritis in service. Now, doctor, don't quote me on how I say some current, some specific medical terms. Had some out of service records, but just got diagnosed with IBS, hiatal hernia, and motherfucking GERD. Is there a connection to gastritis? I would definitely need to look into that, but I believe it could be. A connection. Are you service connected for either one? Okay, so first of all, are you connected for gastritis? Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to secondary motherfucking gastritis to GERD, IBS, or what's your plan? What's your idea? What are you trying to do with it? Motherfucking Everett Robinson. Oh, appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you. Motherfucking Emmy. No problem, dog. No problem. Got you, dog. Appreciate you, doctor. Thank you, doctor. Dr. Debo. Hey, as y'all coming in, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process? Denied VA claims, secondary VA claims, active duty military, BDD, benefits delivery at discharge, PACT Act presumptives. Let you know. Probably on for the next 5 minutes. Gotta fucking cook. I'm gonna cook some salmon and some potatoes. I'm talking about, some smothered, not some smothered potatoes, but make this like garlic cheese sauce. I'm talking about. Yes, sir. I should make a cooking channel next. Motherfucking orgasm. I filed a PACT Act for GI issues. Okay. In 2010, went into the VA hospital for whatever that word is with the D. Deboitis. They linked that to my current claim, but that wasn't what I was trying to claim as GI issue. What should I do? So that's going to be a tough one, especially if they reclassified it, as a secondary. You could possibly see if you can. Yeah, this ain't no kid-friendly show. Yes, sir. Motherfucking even Stevenson's. It's definitely gonna be. You would definitely have to appeal it. Possibly you can go into a higher level review. You may need to do a BVA appeal, not service connected to any of them. I get mixed results in the searches. If they connected for the same plan is to use those incidents to claim IVS occurred. Okay, okay. So okay, I think I know what you're talking about now. So you were previously denied for something in 2010, and then you try to put in for a claim now, current day, and then they, instead of being a new claim, did they reclassify it as a supplemental? Is that what you're saying, or what I was previously talking about? Wait on you, vibes. Oh shit. Okay. There you go. I don't know if you sent. Okay. Oh, motherfucking orgasm. First claim ever. Oh, are these mixing in? Okay, no. First claim ever. They just used my old records to classify my claim as specific issue. Okay, okay. Yeah, I mixed y'all up. My bad. Cause y'all both got blue icons. So for, unless y'all talking about the same thing, let me see. Let me check it out. Okay, okay, gotcha. Orgasm. Okay, okay. So they, that don't make no sense. Unless I would say just keep track of it, because it could just be, the VA, they're trying to, they're trying to see what should it be, even though you have a diagnosis for something specific. Hopefully they don't process it as that 2010 motherfucking D word. Motherfucking D boys. Motherfucking Everett. Have you ever heard of an additional PTSD symptom coming in the future? No, I haven't heard anything yet, Everett. No, not yet. They could amend it. They could always amend it. But usually the data that goes into those, PTSD, go for presumptive conditions, it's taking like over, 5 to 10 year time frame. And they're doing like studies, like live studies following veterans and shit, blah, blah, blah. They're reporting. And that's more than likely where they got all that. The 22 disabilities that are currently on the list. It's not even 22. It's like 18, but the remaining four, they're open due to cancers that can be classified as different names. But they can always come back and amend it. Anyway, I put the following in my nexus cervical. Okay, is at least as likely as not service connected, with the likelihood of at least 50%. Is that fine? I would say greater. I would say greater than 50%. If I say fuck 100%, with likelihood being greater than 50%. Because if it's at least, okay, yeah, you definitely don't want to put that type of wording in there. Everything is fine up until with the likelihood of being greater than 50%. I would recommend that specific verbiage. Motherfucking vibes. Haven't filed yet. That's my next claim. Working on my 11-month mental health claim. Yes, sir. There you go. There you go. So you already have your intent to file, and you plan on, submitting at the 11th month mark. Oh, smart man right there. That boy trying to get paid. That's what I'm talking about. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Before I head out, I'll take one more question. I gotta cook up this salmon, review some reports. Report writing. Get your boy. On once. Motherfucking Leonard. My bad, dog. Leonard. Mr. Sands. I had lithium battery exposure. I was sent to the hospital. Do I have a claim? Was it Okay, was the lithium battery exposure due to deployment, training? What was it due to? I mean, if it's related to if it happened in your military service, 100% it could be a claim, but you would definitely need a diagnosis, personal statement. Obviously, it's like, okay, how did lithium, like, how were you exposed to lithium exposure? Like, did a battery in a fucking radio explode next to you? In training and deployment. You definitely need to get into blah, blah, blah. You need to explain training exploded. Okay. Damn, Debo for the fucking win. Definitely you want to explain all that in a personal statement. And I would say if it happened in training, you definitely want to see if you could possibly obtain. Oh, how long ago did it happen? If it happened a long time ago, I'm like, eh. But you can see if you can request the duty logbook in which it did occur from that base training, training fucking environment. Usually they'll maintain records for 10 to 15 years, depending on that unit. But if not, as long as you have complaints, you went into military, or in absence of complaints, you'll definitely need buddies who witnessed the explosion and any surgeries or hospitalizations that occurred following that incident. Motherfucking Even Stevens. Oh, yes, sir. Appreciate you, dog. Oh, thank you for all you do for the vets. Yes, sir. Motherfucking LA. How long is the higher level review? I mean, it could be anywhere from 2 weeks to motherfucking a year. Just depends. Like, it really just depends on on their processing time. Because at a higher level review, it doesn't necessarily stay at your VA regional office. It could bounce around to the soonest available. I do have hospital paperwork. Okay. If you got the hospital paperwork, hopefully you got a diagnosis or current issues. If you're having any current issues and you're currently still being treated for that injury, I mean, it's definitely claimable, Mr. Sans. Definitely claimable. But hey, till next time. This motherfucking Debo out. Y'all say Gucci with it. I'm always still up in the comment section. If you got any questions specifically, hey, leave a comment on this video or any other video y'all want to get in touch with me. Let your boy know. And I did verify y'all were capping on the email in the about. I checked it for myself, and y'all be capping. It's there. You just gotta click reveal. I don't know why y'all playing games. I don't know why y'all playing games, motherfucker. Oh, that's not my good. Hey, this fucking Debo out. Y'all say Gucci with it. Understand me?